Hello and welcome to What's the Script, the podcast where we try and guess the plots of films we have never seen. My name is Stephen Buchanan.
My name is Stuart McPherson.
How are you?
Great. How are you, man?
Good. Let's stop the singing.
Yeah, hard.
Push the brake on that one.
Let's pump the brakes a little.
Do you know what you can't pump the brakes on?
Santa's sleigh.
No, we're doing
Oh,
Speed.
fuck. But show me the lie. You can't pump the brakes on Santa's sleigh.
You can't.
You also can't pump the brakes on... Well, we don't know this at this point in history, do we? Because we've not seen it yet.
That's true.
We have watched The Christmas Story, though, so the audience is with me on this one, I'm afraid.
Guys, I hope you did not go and watch that film after we done that episode.
We didn't exactly sell it to them, did we? Let's be honest.
No, but I think
Stinky PU.
some perverse people would have listened to that and went, I bet it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and listen. And
It's their own time they're wasting.
idiots.
Sure, we're wasting the time too, but they're wasting their own time.
Yeah, of course.
And for that, they are responsible solely.
And for that, yeah, you've only got yourself to blame. So, you been up to much?
What have I been up to? No, not an awful lot. Had a curry. I'm thinking, oh no. Okay. Let's not get into when we watch this film again. Because I imagine every time, every part of every episode, every intro, every outro, we're just going on about it the whole time now.
That's true.
Yeah, my life has changed a lot since we watched Speed, certainly.
Yeah.
Big changes.
Maybe because of Speed.
In many ways, yeah. Speed was like a catalyst for a change in my life.
What the heck?
What about you? How's your life changed?
I've been engaged.
You've been engaged.
Since that, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Since we watched Speed, I've been engaged, and you
I've
had a curry.
I've had a curry. I've had a few curries, if we're being honest.
Same. And you've got a girlfriend.
We both had a curry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not with either of our girlfriends.
No.
Or each other's girlfriends.
No.
But with our friends.
We had one together?
We've had curries together, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine we've not had a curry together.
I think we have.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We're talking about it on the way here.
I don't know if these guys want
No,
to
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit.
They like love Speed. And they're like, all right, they've typed Speed into Spotify and they've been punished for it.
I really hope the fans of Speed that aren't listening to this is the first episode of this podcast they're listening to.
To be fair, though, it is representative of what it is.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely 100% bang on. Just like...
If you're not sold right now, then leave.
Well, we probably should say that this episode is a particular disgrace, I would say, because we did part 2 so long after we watched it that we basically couldn't remember the film.
Yeah.
I remember trying to Google the plot and the internet wasn't working.
And also for our sins, the in-house critics didn't even prepare. So...
And to be honest,
it's a terrible episode.
My in-house critic Paddy has not prepared a single thing the whole series.
Why should you?
And you can tell that in the quality of the shit he's coming out with. But, you know, it's free, isn't it? It's free.
It's free. We're not doing a Patreon anymore.
Now, Steve, I guess we should let them just, watch the episode, Speed. We'll look younger. You can skip back and forward 30 seconds and you'll see how time has weathered us.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Please.
There'll be more grey hair on show.
Let us know in the comments below.
Don't comment anything ever.
Let us know in the comments below if we look old as shit. Thank you very much for listening today.
Yes, we do appreciate that.
What episode are we doing? We've already said
Speed.
Speed.
The movie Speed.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Love you all.
Enjoy the episode, guys.
Stephen.
How's it going?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Let's dive straight in.
What do you know, Steve, about the movie Speed?
Well, what I first want to get across here is...
You should get that across immediately, that information. I'm privy to it already.
So, I'd spent lots of time on my speed guess and all my wee things and all that.
As you always do.
As I always do.
No stone left unturned.
I'd like to give it a good couple hours for my guess.
I pay him a living wage.
Yeah. And then I saved it in my little notes on my laptop, and then it's not synced up with my phone, so I don't have any of the information with me, so I need to just hoof it. You do it in the hoof.
What I did, like a non-dipshit, was I just brought my laptop. So different approaches.
Different needs.
And also, I don't know
things.
how long you spent on yours. I'd say I spent 2 minutes all in while I was drying my hair, waiting on you to come in this morning. So it's all spelt wrong, and I had a protein shake in one hand, a hairdryer in the other, and I was like sort of just occasionally typing.
I would say I spent a bit longer than that.
Okay.
I didn't actually fully finish my guess. I know what I think happens, so I'll just tooth it. So let's look at the poster. So what do I know about it?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot. I think is this the one where the bus can't stop or else it'll explode or something?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
that
this
rings
one?
a bell. And now I'm looking at it, that is a bus, isn't it?
That is a bus on the
I didn't
thing.
even look at the poster that I sent you.
Yeah, you said
Mine ain't even on a bus.
Also,
And now you've said that, I'm like, yeah, that is a movie, and I'm pretty sure it's this movie.
Did you notice your friend and mine, Dennis Hopper's
Yeah,
back in
our old
this?
friend.
From
I'll
Blue
be
Velvet.
jumping for joy, no doubt.
I hope
Roger.
he's huffing gas on this, calling people mommy.
Yeah, 2 in a row for Hops.
Yeah, and I don't think we've had him before, have we?
I don't know. Don't know much about the geezer.
No, I don't think I've ever seen the clip.
Yeah, mine is complete bullshit that's not at all related to any of this.
Right, okay.
But now you've said that, you're going to win, even though you've not written a guess.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. You know what I always get this movie mixed up with is Crank.
What's that again? Is that Jason Statham?
That's the one where the guy needs to keep his... I've not seen it. Needs to keep his heart rate above like a certain amount or he'll die.
So that's like the bus.
He's
innit?
the bus.
He's the bus
He's
in
the
this
titular
scenario.
bus.
What came first? Because someone's
This. Because I googled Crank earlier to make sure this wasn't it.
right. So the guy has
That was in like the
whoever
mid-noughties.
wrote Crank has watched this and went,
Done a
"That'd
copy
be
and
funny if it was with his heart instead
We
of
should
a bus."
write a new one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
He's pinger if he's got a
If he needs to keep a stoner for for a full day
Or
without
else he'll
taking
die.
Viagra, or he'll die.
yeah. That's a good-
Listen, cut that out.
Here, that's
a good idea.
an erotic thriller waiting to happen. That's great.
Other than that, which is, well, nothing. It's just me knowing something about Crank. I don't know anything about this film.
Yeah,
But now you've said that, I do.
I think I could be wrong. I think it is that because it's been parodied in lots of things like Father Ted. There was like the wee milk float thing.
yeah.
Can't stop or else it'll explode or
The
something.
bath going down the hill in Last of the Summer Wine. Is that a parody?
That
of this?
might be that. Aye, that could be the same. I'm sure it's been parodied, so I think this is this. Keanu Reeves is in it, and I'm getting this off the poster. Sandra Bullock. I don't know if we've done any Bullock films, have we?
Never got a Billix out before.
Surely we would have made that joke if she'd been on it before.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I
have.
couldn't help myself. I
Don't
knew
know.
it sucked when I did it. That was part of the thrill for me.
Great. It's a great joke.
There should be... There's people whose acts are like that Crank thing of like, you need to have constant shite jokes
Yeah.
or else you die. That's what I'm trying to get across.
Maybe that's what the film should be then. A
comic.
comedian who
A shite, cheesy one-liner merchant that like has to provide endless puns or you'll die.
his heart will explode.
I've got a few ideas of who could be in that, but let's not get into
Let's
that.
not get into that on the pod.
Yeah.
You're looking at this poster, I'm saying 1995.
Okay, I've got 93. I'm just going to jot down your little answers here as I go.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm in
that.
an admin role this week. Rotten Tomatoes, what do you fancy?
Just by looking at this poster,
I'm going to say that at the start of every one.
I reckon it's going to be 87.
I've got 84. Sniffing
Yes.
around.
I think it's one of those ones where I don't think it will be good, but I think it'll be like Con Air, where it'll be a daft laugh.
You hope so, don't you?
Yeah.
We need this after Blue Velvet.
Yes. Yes.
It seems like your classic palate cleanser.
Aye. It's just a bit of fun.
It seems like one of those films that's just on the telly.
Aye, it seems like an ITV2 film.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
The poster is giving ITV2. I hope
It's giving big vibes
it's
of
giving
ITV2.
explosions.
Yes.
It's giving ad breaks.
Yes.
Runtime.
1 hour 55.
I hope you're right. I've got 2:15. Certificate, Stevie.
15.
Oh, it was a 15. I
was a
also have a
15.
15. It's a waste of breath typing it. Do you want to guess some actors? I sat where I'm sitting right now and Googled 90s actors. So that's the amount of thought I'm bringing to the table.
How about do the 3 each?
Okay, well, I've written down 6. So you can have 3 of mine if you
You
want.
could get 3.
You want Whoopi?
Hmm?
You want Whoopi?
You have
I'm not going to
Whoopi?
ask you again. You want Whoopi?
No, I don't want Whoopi. I want Dave Chappelle.
Okay, because he was in Con Air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want Dave Chappelle. I want that mad other freak who's in Con Air. What's he called? The little with the eyes. Steve Buscemi.
With the eyes.
I'm having Steve Buscemi
I watched the
eyes.
video of Steve Buscemi interviewing the Wu-Tang Clan the other day, and
Wow.
he admitted that he thought they were called the Poontang Crew.
That is great.
That is fantastic.
That's good stuff.
You think the Poontang Crew ain't going to be in the movie about the stoner? He used to fuck all of the Poontang Crew.
Or else he'll
Or
die.
else he'll die, yeah.
That'd be hard to do.
Chappelle, Buscemi.
Especially if you're doing it to completion. Too graphic.
We've got David Lynch in our minds here.
Yeah, we're too horned up from Blue Velvet.
Well, it's a horny podcast.
It
Always
is.
has been, always will be.
Yeah, we can't change ourselves.
No.
We're horny boys.
We are what we are. I'm
Yeah.
a horny boy.
I'm a horny boy.
That was me and you on
Oh.
Sunday night after Arctic Monkey singing I'm a hungry boy walking to KFC.
Then we got a wee KFC. What
Yeah.
did you think?
What
of
does that mean? We're going to fuck at the end of this.
it? No. But
What did you think of
I
the
ate
KFC?
through-
You know what? I was actually pleased with the KFC.
I ate through the bone, I believe.
Oh yeah,
got a-
you had a piece with
piece
bone
of-
in,
and I never
you
had a bone
Never
at the
found
end.
a bone.
and I'm
mine
pretty
had a
sure it
bone.
had gristly bits in it.
Mine had a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want me to review the KFC Rotten Tomatoes, I'd give it 85%.
Oh, good.
I would
Good.
say it's better than almost every film I've seen.
I mean, I was going to say that's high
Do you, sit me
praise,
down and you're like,
but
do you want to watch Citizen Kane or eat this fillet box meal?
Philip Box meal
100 times out of 100.
every day of the week.
And because you got served so much quicker, and I ordered coleslaw, I got your gravy as well, so it was a little 2 for 1.
You got a 2 for 1
So
on
I was
that.
really pleased with that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you done well.
What did you think?
Boy, done good. Liked it. Yeah, we had our hearts set on the McDonald's, but there were 60 people ahead of us in the
Yeah,
queue.
that's too many.
That's insane.
What would be the lowest number where you would still leave?
But still, what I would wait.
I'd say 25 would be my cutoff.
Yeah, I was going to say 20, but I think even that's too many people.
Mm.
Anyway, we're not here to
Anyway.
talk about that.
And then, yeah, Chunky Chicken was full.
Yeah,
Tails all this time.
chunky chicken. Oh, so you get salty chicken there as well.
You really do.
Really salty. You should do a food podcast.
We should be end up talking food every week. So you've got Chappelle Buscemi, who looking for a third?
I need to name a woman from the 90s.
Not necessarily.
Well, yeah, this doesn't
There's no reason
seem like there would be women in it apart from Sandra Bullock. She's the only
You don't have
woman.
a quota to hit in this 3.
Let me go. Since you
Do you
mentioned,
think women are sitting at home listening to this going, oh, it was going to be so good for our cause if he names a woman that he thinks might be his speed?
No, but I thought, to spread my chips, but I think it will be about 80% men in this,
Of course.
and that's including extras.
Is the figure different if you exclude the extras?
The figures there's more men. It's like 99% men. I'm just going to say Ghostface Killer from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Fucking hell, from the Poontang Crew.
Since she mentioned them.
He's my favourite.
Ghostface?
Mm.
Yeah, I like him. Can you name all the Wu-Tang Clan?
No, not even nearly. I'm not a big fan. Ben went. I had a free ticket to see him last week, but I couldn't go
No, it's a shame.
with Naz.
That would have been
He
good.
was on stage. I wasn't going with Naz.
That would have been
I was going
good.
with Ben.
The RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Raekwon the Chef, You God, and Inspector Dick.
When you said
Kinda
Raekwon, it
rhymes.
just made me think of Rayvon.
Right?
Unlikely mention 2 weeks in a row for Rayvon, the quite small character from Phoenix Nights. All right, my actors I'll just blast through. Gina Davis, Winona Ryder, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg, John Cusack,
All women
Alicia
here?
Silverstone.
To be
Well,
good.
some of us aren't toxic. I've got 4 women in there.
You think
In fact,
Spade
no,
is
yeah,
having 5 women in it?
No. No, I
Judging by
don't.
this poster?
Especially when you take away Bullock.
Yeah, exactly. If I covered that, I would say this
There might
is-
be some damsels in distress on the
Yeah,
bus, I reckon.
yeah, there
now I
will
think
be.
about it.
There will be.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be an extremely progressive movie,
No.
judging by the poster, which is a bus in flames.
I also should mention it's got a wee tagline on it. Get ready for Rush Hour.
That is what got in my head. Is it a prequel to Russia?
I hope it's a prequel to Rush Hour.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker. Put them in.
Yeah, I took that phrase and kind of ran with it. But
Okay.
I forgot that it's mainly bus.
Yep. Big bus.
Character names?
James. Barbara.
Barbara's never far from getting a mention on this pod.
Susan. Colin. Jason.
Where do you think it's going to be set, out of interest? Because these names are giving seaside British town.
Yeah, it's set in
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe. I think it'll be set in LA.
Okay.
But let's get ahead of ourselves.
I've got Joey, Megan, Daniel, Tracy, Sergey. Sergey, how do you say that?
Russian? Sergey?
Maybe. I think it's one of the meerkats, isn't it?
You think one of the baddies is going to be Russian?
I think it'd be a meerkat. Innit?
Do you think there's going to be a meerkat?
I hope so.
That'd be great.
Well, it's about car insurance and stuff, innit?
That's true. It could be. Maybe that's what
This
they got
buzz
the
better
idea.
fucking insurance if it's doing what I think it's doing. 3 taglines. Do you want to run me through those?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Why?
Because I thinking of 3 on the hoof is crazy.
Yeah. You'll notice I'm shielding my laptop from here because don't want you to use one of mine. Even though I put 1 second's thought into it.
So I'll give you one off the top of the dome.
The dome
I'm going to
piece.
say, you've got to be in a hurry to watch Speed.
That's all right.
Is that right? Thank you.
I've got simply speed kills.
That's good.
Thanks.
Works both ways.
Yep. Very clever. Works on
Very clever.
2 levels. Count them,
1, 2. Do you want one that works on 2 levels?
please.
Speed. More like
Deed.
deed. Because you're hit by a bus.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
I get a co-writing credit on that one.
Yep.
That's like
joint.
that's how the Beatles wrote songs.
That's a Lennon and McCartney tagline.
I dreamt that line. Live fast, die soon.
Good.
There you
Sounds like a James Bond film.
go. With respect, I didn't bother writing them down.
Them don't bother about it. No one gets points
No.
for them. Dialogue. I'll go for it.
Yeah.
I'll go first. So it's set on a bus.
Yeah, set the scene for me, please.
The old lady is
hold-
on a bus.
That episode of Still Games not referencing this, is it?
Yeah, oh, it might be actually.
It's just maybe on a bus.
Yeah.
It's not like a crazy driver. I'm giving you more information here, though, for your plot that's going to smash mine out the water.
No, I've got a great idea for a line. Old lady on the bus. She is going to be a wee joke where she
Already
maybe
a woman.
presses the button. Yeah, there we go. Presses the button to stop, and then she's like, "Hey, that's my stop. I've got a hair appointment." And he goes, "The only hair appointment you'll have is in the underworld if we stop this bus."
Satan's cutting her hair. Good.
Yeah, there
Love
we
it.
go. Because
She's down there with
she'll
Hitler,
die if we
getting a
stop the bus.
haircut, getting a wee purple rinse.
She's an evil old woman.
Yeah, we don't know what this woman's done.
Yeah, she could be a Nazi for all we know.
Good representation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, full bullocks out the bath here. I just straight up forgot that it was a bus.
Yes. All right.
I've got it.
Okay.
Mine's crazy, by the way. And I wrote it in, stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
So, the dialogue, I'll set the scene for you.
Sit in, please.
They're in a car, not a bus.
Right.
The thinking
That's
man's
bold.
bus.
That's a bold move.
We'll see how that one works out, Colin.
There's a bus on the poster, but you went with car. Okay.
I'll tweet it.
This is maybe driving to the wee car park.
It's
where
a park and
the
ride. It's at
and then they get the
Inverkeithing
bus.
Park and Ride.
Yeah.
They're going to Edinburgh. So, yeah, you're a friend of mine, Keanu.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the driving seat.
He's the bus driver. He's the car driver.
He's the car driver.
Right. Okay.
He's the car conductor. Passenger seat, who's there? Go on,
Bullock.
guess. Bullock's there.
Bullock.
Which is, you always give me lifts. I'm like you a Bullock.
Yes.
That's just something to keep in mind.
That's true. That is true.
They're carpooling. They work together.
Okay.
How likely do you think this is so far?
I think
What is a bus but a carpool, really? That's an argument I'll be looking to make in the second half for sure.
do they work together, or is this a random
They work together. Every day he gives her a lift.
Okay.
But today isn't a normal day.
car share? Peter Kay's car
It's
share.
Peter Kay's car share. Again, shout out to friend of the show, Peter Kay. I think we know when Paddy does part 2 what it would be like this film if Peter Kay wrote it. But anyway.
Yep.
So she pipes up. This is before Satnav, of course.
Yep. So he's got a wee map.
He's like, massive A to Z, can't see the road. No, she's going, I think you missed the turning. And he goes, I didn't miss anything. She goes, I'm pretty sure it works that way. He goes, we're not going to work today.
Oh, nice. That's intriguing.
Thank you.
And what's his agenda?
He's seen some bad guys.
Right, okay. You missed this crucial part of the...
Less than that's covered in the plot. Don't worry about that.
Okay, I like it. Good stuff. On to plots, I take it?
Yeah, I feel let down, though, that you know what this film is. I feel like you've snaked me this week.
Beyond the concept of a bus can't stop, I don't know what the fuck's
What
going
more
on.
can you do with that, though, really?
Well, as it terrorists, as a...
It's not addicted to the shindig, is it? This bus that can't stop. It's just fucking... it's going to be doing something...
Yeah, but...
Someone's got to stop this bus.
Maybe it's a fault on the bus. Maybe it's terrorists that have done it to the bus.
Maybe it's a car share on the way to an office and they see some bad guys.
Maybe. It's still a good film. I'd still watch that.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to rattle through a fucking
Raw
plot.
dog it, please.
I'm just going to look at the poster and see what comes to mind.
This is like freestyle association.
It's the 90s. It's LA, and one bus is on fire. Keanu Reeves is a disgraced FBI agent who has been chucked off the force because he gets caught up with the case too much.
Quote Paul McDaniel, back on the bus.
Back at the bus. He's also down in his luck, this guy, because he's
Get
just
that in
been
there.
chucked out the bureau.
Deschamps.
But the only thing that keeps him going is life, and in life is his lovely wife and his daughter. One called
women.
Sandra Bullock and one called
TBC.
a little girl,
Gonna pick.
Christina Ricci.
She was a teen actor in the 90s. Because I googled that earlier. And she came up.
Casper. She's in Casper.
She was nearly in mine.
That would have been funny. So, one day he's waiting on his daughter and his wife who are on the bus from school. And then
What's
he
she doing
gets,
on the bus?
she's picking up.
She's the driver.
She's got the daughter from school and she's on the bus with her and he's waiting. They don't have a car.
Every day before school, I would get my mum and dad on the bus with me.
This family, right, they might have been high up in the FBI, but they don't have a car. Right. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe he got
Contain
done for
altitudes.
drink driving or something.
Drink bus driving.
Yeah. Who knows? There's layers to this. So
I've lost count of the amount of levels this works on.
he's waiting at the bus stop for his family, and then he gets a little phone call saying, "Honey, the terrorists have taken over. Uh-oh." They say, if this bus gets under 20 miles per hour, it's going to blow. Doink. It's going to blow if this bus gets under 20
How
miles
did she
an hour.
know that?
Because she heard the terrorists over-talking in the bus
Over
cockpit.
talking.
Over...
These terrorists shouting the key information on the bus.
However, the terrorists aren't on the bus because that wouldn't make sense. Why would they blow themselves up? Or maybe they would. No, they wouldn't. So they tell the
How are
bus
they
driver.
meddling with the bus?
They tell the bus driver on the walkie-talkie, "You need to keep driving, buddy, or else it's going to blow. We've put dynamite under it, and it's attached to the accelerator. And if it goes under, then bang." So a bunch of shit happens. Keanu finds out who the terrorists are. What do they want? Good question. $1 million
Cash.
is what they want.
And what's his plan?
The terrorist?
No. How's he getting them?
So Keanu he's a former FBI agent, so he knows a lot of shit. So he gets his old buddies to help him out. He finds out who the terrorists are. He chases them down. He gets everybody off the bus, and he fights a terrorist on top of the bus at one point.
How did he catch up with the bus that's never stopping? What's he in?
Aye, I don't need to say the screenplay.
Don't need to
Right?
spoon feed it to me.
It happens, okay? he he jumps on top of it, right? From a maybe
If you're
he's
just listening to this, the funny thing about this to me is Steve is just like blankly staring at a still image of this poster that's not changing, and all it has is a face and a bus in it. And you're like, what more information can you possibly be getting?
so
It's
he
the word speed in red letters. That's all he's going off.
So he jumps, he batters the terrorist on top of the bus, and then he goes, "Oh, this is." So it says
Added
the word
some more
speed.
dialogue in there.
It says the word speed at some point because that will happen, and then gets everybody off the bus, and then he can't get the dynamite off of it, so he just drives
Hold
it
on, he
into
gets them off the bus when it's still going at like 90 mile an hour or something.
Yeah.
They're all stopped, dropping and rolling out left, right and centre.
Yeah, it sets up like crash mats, bouncy castles
Soft
and
play
stuff.
vibes.
Yeah, so they jump out into that, and then he drives the bus into the river where it explodes safely.
Easy peasy.
Safely.
Off the Forth Bridge.
Yeah. At the fourth.
Yeah.
Then he kisses his wife and he hugs his daughter.
He tugs his daughter close for a hug. Nice.
Yeah, that's
The
what
end.
happens. That's what happens in that film.
I'm going to be so fucking annoyed when you win this week.
Do you want to look at the poster and
Just
rethink?
vibe on it. It would be remarkably similar to what you had. Yeah, I'd just like to re-emphasise, sent Steve the poster, immediately forgot the poster, just started riffing a film about a car. Let's just head down, foot through the ball here.
Yep.
It's the 90s, it's Northern California, and one man is down on his luck. Retired Hollywood stuntman Joey Barbatze
That's good.
is in a period of depression, working a boring office job to make ends meet. He was previously an esteemed Hollywood stunt car driver
That's good stuff.
who had to give it up to look after his sick mother. Living a mundane suburban existence now following her passing, Joey hates his life save for one aspect, his daily commute where he gives a ride to the lovely Megan, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra.
Joey doesn't think he stands a chance as his life is sad now and he's lost his confidence. One day, Joey gets up from his desk and walks out the office, sick of it all. Unbeknownst to him, his life is about to change irrevocably. He witnesses a bad guy doing bad guy shit. Let's say it's a hostage in a nearby building. Joey can't believe his eyes, isn't sure whether to act or not. He decides not to. However, the next day, when driving to work with the lovely Megan, he sees the bad guy putting the hostage into the back of a car and driving off. The last hour of the film is a car chase from California to Mexico. Joey must use his old skills to catch them before they hit the border. Lots of shit blows up. They get close to catching them a bunch of times and it doesn't happen for whatever reason. Eventually they do get them and he fucks Sandra Bullock in the back of his cool ass car.
Titties.
The end.
Wow.
We'll get to that.
Okay, great. Great stuff. I don't think you see Sandra's titties, certainly.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, not at all.
Cut
Not
above
even
all
close. Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even a silhouette.
No, she's going to wear a shapeless boiler suit for the entire
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. I would agree with
I
that.
would wager.
Uh-huh.
I've got 3 bonuses. Do you have any?
I'm going to make them up.
Go on then.
Number 1, there'll be an explosion and then a car trim will roll past.
Trim?
Yeah,
What's
a
that?
car wheel trim.
Wheel. All
Wheel
right, okay.
trim will roll past out of the explosion.
Okay, I'm good. I'm just writing wheel rolls explosion.
Yeah. That's all you need.
My first one, pointless makeout scene.
Okay.
Someone gets off with someone and it's like, all right.
Why was that? Why
yeah,
did that happen?
Why?
Okay, cool.
It was the 90s. It was a heady time.
It was hedonistic. My second one, if thanks for asking, is going to be just a bomb with a wee timer on it,
Okay.
counting down.
Nice.
Obviously, not counting up. That would be silly.
Not like the dynamite that features heavily in your plot.
Because why would it have a timer on it if it's meant to go under a fucking speed thing? Like that would be the thing that triggers it. It wouldn't be a timer. So
Yeah.
stupid.
A bomb with a speed dial on it instead.
Yeah.
Speedometer.
Yeah.
Is that? Would you rather have that?
Speedometer. Yeah.
Okay.
Bomb with speedometer attached.
Final answer.
Final answer. Lock it in, Chris Tarrant.
Chris Tarrant locked it in. I've got someone hand washing a car.
Nice.
Like
90s.
it's like the only thing he's got pride in anymore is his car.
And then the car explodes or something.
Some
That'll be a
shit,
funny
yeah,
wee
yeah.
joke.
It'd be hilarious.
My final one is going to be fucking maybe like an explosion at a bank and loads of money rains down. Something like
That's
that.
good.
Something like that, maybe.
Money raining. You're making it rain.
Making it rain with money.
Lovely. My final one, Keanu's topless for no reason.
Nice.
I don't think we'll see Sandra topless, but I think we'll
No.
see Keanu topless.
Yeah. He's got a good body.
He's got a hot bod.
He's not
Doesn't
ashamed.
care who knows it.
Yeah,
he's in the Hot 100.
In my
eyes.
In my eyes, yeah. He's above Paolo. Paolo's hot as well.
Above Paolo and beneath us. What a place to be.
I'd
People
love
would pay good money for that. Well, they say the title. You've already said you think they will.
Yes.
And so do I.
Yes.
So let's call the whole thing pointless.
And we're back.
We've just watched Speed.
3 months ago.
If you've not seen it, here's what it's about. I'll get a synopsis. But actually, we should break from tradition to just say, yeah, we've fucked this so big time, haven't we? When did we do Speed Part 1?
I want to say July.
It certainly wasn't August.
And it's now the 29th of November.
Remember, the 29th of November. We have fucked this series big time.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
Our loyal fans.
State of play. We've got a full episode of Blue Velvet in the can.
Yep.
Should have just released it as a one-er, shouldn't we?
Yep.
And then we did part 1 of Speed, which you've just listened to. Thank you for your patience. We're probably wearing shorts and t-shirts. It's now fucking Baltic. It's like -4 outside.
Very cold.
Spoilers, but we've got part 1s of Barbie and Oppenheimer, which we did in our Fringe flat.
Yep. Nice and
First week of the Fringe in August.
nice and current.
Yep. I've still not seen Oppenheimer.
Same.
It's not been in the cinema for about 5 months.
I went to see Barbie in the cinema in August or
I saw
July,
it in
maybe?
September.
or
in
maybe that
Glasgow.
was September. It feels like ages ago.
And yeah, I guess we'll just try and do a Christmas movie next, and that'll be a series of 5, and we've done it, and it'll all work out.
And
But these are all going to make no sense now listening back in different. Because I imagine all we spoke about at the beginning of Blue Velvet, it's like we're back, new series, and it
And
feels.
now-
And then at the Fringe we probably did a bit of that, and now it's like every time we sit down we're back,
we're back.
but we're not anywhere.
No,
We're here.
we could potentially just cut all this bit out.
Yes, I feel like we should need to explain ourselves now.
Of course.
But anyway, here's what Speed's about if you're interested.
Los Angeles police officer Jack (brackets Keanu Reeves) angers retired bomb squad member Howard Payne (brackets Dennis Hopper) by foiling his attempt at taking hostages. In revenge, Payne arms a bus with a bomb that will explode if it drops below 50 miles per hour. With the help of spunky passenger Annie (brackets Sandra Bullock),
Different time.
Jack and his partner Harry (brackets Jeff Daniels) try to save the people on the bus before the bomb goes off, while also trying to figure out how Payne is monitoring them.
Monitoring them. What did you think, Steve?
Of the film,
Yeah,
loved it.
you liked this one?
From my memory, watching it, daft laugh.
Sure.
Not as good as Con Air, I remember thinking.
Unfair to just compare things to Con Air, though, isn't it, really? Although
No,
it's in
but
that daft laugh category,
I
isn't
thought
it?
it would have been in that bracket of Con Air. What was the other daft one we watched? Face Off.
Yeah.
Probably preferred. If it goes Con Air, Face Off, Speed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wally.
Harvester.
Harvester.
Yeah, I watched it in the summer of 2023.
Yep. Crazy hazy time.
Oh, it was a crazy time.
How
it
much
was
of
on
it
Disney
do you
Plus.
remember?
I thought you never asked, Steve. Not an awful lot. I remember I remember him being under the bus at one point. That was fun. He's like fiddling around.
Uh-huh.
I remember Conor Roy's in it from Succession.
Yep.
He plays guy on bus
Mm-hmm.
who makes the odd wry aside.
Yep.
That's about it, really.
I remember you telling me that you fell asleep and you woke up and Speed 2 was on.
Yeah, the Squeakquel was on.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on in my life in this point in time, but I was very tired. I was on the couch, Disney Plus. I put on Speed. I fall asleep within, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Did you?
Ollie's in the room, and then he leaves, comes back like 6 hours later, and I'm waking up and Speed 2's just finished. And he's like, "What the fuck have you been doing?" But I didn't watch any of Speed 2 in the end because I slept all through that. And then I went back, watched Speed 1.
You went back.
So it lasted ages, so that was annoying. But
So
I can't
you-
hold that against it.
You've watched Speed and you've also subconsciously listened to it.
Subliminally, I've taken in Speed 2
And Speed 1. If you
and
felt,
Speed 1, yeah.
You must really have, in your deepest, darkest crevice of your brain, you must have a lot of knowledge on
Yeah.
Speed.
It's one where I couldn't tell you what happens in it, but I might be able to do it on Mastermind or something. I remember it being a daft laugh, but I also remember it being like, it is just obviously ridiculous. Completely ridiculous.
Stupid.
So if you give over to it, I remember it was fun, but there was parts where I was like, fucking shut up, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it
was
was
dumb. Dumb as the rocks.
It was dumb, but Keanu Reeves, he's a good.
He's a good boy.
Good boy. You know,
Sandra Bullock, she's a good boy.
she is. She's got some acting chops on her.
For sure.
I've never known if Keanu Reeves is a good actor or not. He doesn't really need to be, does he?
He's got that kind of quiet brooding thing about him, doesn't he? Where he doesn't
That's-
need to do much.
All he has
That's
to
what you
do
want,
is
isn't
be
it?
strong and silent.
How'd you become one of those guys?
Oh man,
I'd love that.
I think you need to be like ripped and classically handsome. Because I've tried the silent type before.
You're just a guy no talking.
I'm just an awkward guy who can't say anything. Do you want to see my speed notes from
watching
the 5th of July, 2023 at 7:29? I wrote
Fine
speed.
time.
No, it's not speedy. The opening credits. Jesus Christ! 3.5 minutes of going down an elevator shaft.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So that's why...
That's why you fell asleep.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, keep my interest. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. That's the original thing that he was meant to...
Yep.
That he bungles.
Yep. That's right.
As inciting incidents for films go, that's pretty cool, though. That's like that feels like a real set piece in itself.
Yeah, but it was very unnecessary, that elevator shaft. I remember that because it was... I literally I timed it 3.5 minutes.
Right. In my head, that's quite exciting, but maybe I'm just thinking of a different elevator shaft from a different movie.
No, that bit was exciting once the elevator shaft is. So I think you're following an elevator down for 3.5 minutes, down and down and down until it gets to the bottom. Then the exciting bit happens.
But not kaboom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only note.
I don't believe I made notes.
That was my only note.
I might have made them in pen and paper, and then they've been lost to the annals of time.
You probably did, Stu.
Speed.
I've got my plot here
I've got
and all
some
that.
note that I made to myself in 2020 about trying to speed up my metabolism. That's all that comes up.
And how,
Don't know what that was.
and how do you do it?
No idea.
That
Exercise?
exercise. I used to speed up my metabolism by exercising and then one cheap meal a week.
How did that serve you?
Good at the time, bad now.
Now you're cheating all the time.
Cheating all the time.
Speeding for like 1 hour a week.
No, yeah, no exercise.
Yeah. And that's not serving you well.
It's not good.
No.
It's unhealthy.
It's good though, isn't it? Really, it's fun to chill out sometimes.
Oh, it's fun to eat like a pig. Of
No one's
course it is.
disputing that.
Of course,
It's
it is.
great. I was going to say that separates us from the animals, but it doesn't.
No,
It
pig slop.
aligns us with the pigs.
Pig slop.
Now I
Points?
still have my Can you remember? I guess I'll get the fucking categories up. This is the worst podcast ever.
The categories.
I really hope no one who just likes some laugh. I don't want any trickle down to this.
Nope.
Do you know what I mean?
Nope.
This is a closed shop for people that already enjoyed it.
I don't want any.
I never need new people.
No, we're not. This isn't an opening gambit for
No.
new listeners.
No, and I reckon we'd have shed them in the Blue Velvet ep anyway. The year was 1994. I had 93. You had 95.
I had 96.
Why have I? I think in part one you didn't have notes or something because I've made a note of all year.
Are you sure this is for speed?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Is it? It looks like 96 in mine.
Why have you got different amounts?
One
so
out.
I think what's happened is you've
I've
written that,
looked it up.
and then you've not got your phone with you when you've done this,
Okay.
or your laptop, and you've just hoofed it from memory.
Okay.
So we've got 2 sets of Steve's guesses now.
Unless these are the real stats and
No, it's not because it's 994.
right. Okay.
So I think we have to go off with surely what the listeners have heard.
Yep. 95. So we're bang in the middle.
Yeah, I like that this podcast has now become it's Fellini's 8.5. It's that's a movie about making movies. This is now a podcast about making podcasts.
It's very inside
It's
baseball.
very cool.
It's very self-referential.
So that's a 0-0 draw. Rotten Tomatoes, I had 84. You had 87/86. I think you had.
And it was.
Drum roll, please. If you thought I was slow getting that fucking elevator shaft. Rotten Tomatoes. 95. Perler. So you win. You're one up, Steve.
Yes.
Runtime.
95. That's too much for
That
that
is too
film.
much. It doesn't deserve 95.
I would guess. I would say.
If you had, which you already have, so you've already had 2 guesses. So what's your third guess? Now that you know,
I would say it deserves 68.
it's a 3/4 good film.
I'm getting ahead of myself because that would be my Rotten Steve Tomatoes.
Rotten Steve Tomatoes.
I am Steve B.
We flew close to the sun so many times in this podcast, but we've really jumped the shark this time.
I'm sorry, guys.
1 hour 55 it was, which you'd guess bang on.
Bro.
Well done, mate.
Put her
Well done.
there.
A stopped clock and all that.
Put her there.
You're 2 up. Certificate, we both had 15. It
That
was
was a 15.
an hour, whatever the fuck that means.
Oh, rated R? I'd say that's 18.
You reckon? It's a 13 in Argentina. They're crazy over there.
That's wild. I've never heard of that.
And yet you need to be 14 in the neighbouring town of Brazil.
Imagine a bunch of
Hopping over the border.
but yeah, a bunch of 13-year-olds jumping over to. No, would that
to
work?
Rio de Janeiro. No, the other way.
The other way. 13-year-old Brazilians jumping over to Argentina.
Yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right. Actors. Can't imagine any of them were in it. You said Ghostface Killer was going to be in it.
Did
Yeah.
they? Off the top of my head,
Don't
think
recall
it
these
was.
guys. I'd have remembered Whoopi. I always
Yeah.
remember Whoopi.
none of them were in it.
Character names. I mean, I'm going to have to go on Wikipedia for this.
Man,
It's not worth it. It's not worth it, is it?
You know what, Stu? I think
I'm
I'll
happy to
win.
just say you win this week.
I think I'll win this week.
Are we getting our critics in? I'm
Uh,
not sure if Paddy's here anymore. Oh, he is.
we also, guys, for the listener, we also didn't write any.
I've not done anything.
We've not done any prep this week, so our critics might have to hoof it.
Yeah. Should we get Roger in?
Critic reviews.
All right, boys.
Hey, Rog, how you doing, man?
Ah, fantastic, Stu. How are you?
I'm very well. Long time no see, brother. What have
Long
you been up
time
to?
no speak.
See and speak.
Yeah,
What have you been up to, man?
Stu, what have I not been up to? Is the real question. I'm a star of the Fringe now.
Yeah.
Because I done the Fringe, I then went over to a little place called Broadway. Ever heard of it?
I've been off Broadway. I've never been on Broadway. You're on Broadway for real, are you?
Off Broadway. Schmucks. I'm on Broadway.
In a production of what?
Well, I'm working in the Foot Locker in
Right,
Broadway.
okay. The shop.
Yeah.
And selling many pairs of sneakers.
16 pairs a day.
Yeah. And no more.
No more, no less.
That's your quota.
If I get 16, I go, I'm going home. Even if it's
Really?
9:30 in the
And
morning.
what did the management
I'm up the road.
make of that?
It was crazy because a football team came in and they bought 16 pairs of that. Right, I'm going home.
An American football team.
Yep. Minute 3,
How many players are there in the American football team?
16.
Exactly, on the dot. Perfect.
Perfect. For my quota.
They come in right at the start of the day and then you just clocked off.
Clocked off. I said, that's me done. Bozo ran away.
I've got my 16. I'm up the road.
And he said, that's not how it works. You're not on commission.
So,
Stay at 5 o'clock. I said, shut up.
But they keep having you back.
They've sacked
Feels
me
like
now.
all right. Okay, I was gonna see. It feels like grounds for a second.
They've sacked me now. That's why I'm back here.
Right, but you enjoyed the concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Where dreams are made of, there's nothing I can't do.
Shoo. I thought you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna do a parody song there, Roger, which you've done before
Well, that's why I got sacked.
for singing parody songs all the time. Mm-hmm. Such as.
So I sang that one, and then I sang, do you know, New York, New York?
Yeah, Shoe York. Is it?
Yeah. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh,
And you're not on Broadway with these. You need to take that script to the
I did.
theatres.
That was the problem. I started getting an audience for my wee parody songs, but they weren't buying shoes, and the manager was getting annoyed. There was just a crowd of people in Foot Locker watching a weirdo sing.
Doing a one-man show.
Yeah,
I like the sound of it.
it's great. It's great.
And what are you doing now you're back in Scotland?
Working in Foot Locker.
Right, in Glasgow.
Uh-huh.
And how are you getting on there?
Great.
How many shoes you sell in a day?
3. 3 singular
You're fucked
shoes.
if a football team comes in.
No. A 5-a-side.
Don't see many
to
American
maybe.
football teams.
Nah,
kicking
that's
about
the,
Argyle Street.
that's the problem, because I'm mainly selling football American boots.
Right, so you brought them over with you.
People don't
I don't
want
know
them.
if Foot Locker know you're in there, man. It feels like you've got your own stall in Foot
Well,
Locker.
I'm singing again. I'm singing football chants this time.
Right, okay. Such as?
Sure, yeah. Well, that sort of stuff.
It's great. It's really good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fat shoe. So that one doesn't work.
That needs a bit of work. That needs a bit of attention, that one.
Yeah.
You flat something. Nah, because you get flats, but it's not.
Flats. Yeah. You flat bastard.
Yeah, it's not great, though.
Doesn't work.
Shouting that a pair of sandals.
You flat bastard. The flip flops.
Did you watch the film this week, Rog?
Oh, I watched it 3 months ago, Stu.
Oh, yeah.
Loved
Back
it.
when you were in New York.
Loved every minute. Spoiler
I watched it
alert.
on your iPad in Times Square.
I did. Watched it in my break, in my Foot Locker break.
Dressed like a referee with your stripes on.
I had 45-minute lunch break. I watched it on 2 times speed. And it was speed.
Is that your review?
That's my review.
That's pretty good,
It was
man.
very fast. You ready for my review?
Yes, please.
Here we go. If I had to give you a review of Speed,
What you do?
which I do, I would say that it was fast. It was a fast film, but there was no slow pace about it. It's
I
hard
thought
to
you were
do
going to say
puns.
it's a fast film, but I was not furious to watch it.
Let me start again.
We'll get that clean.
If I had to give you my review of Speed, I would say it's a fast film, but I'm not furious about that.
Brilliant. That's good.
That's number one.
Minimum, that would be something you would write for.
Of course. Yeah.
That's in your voice.
What's another word for the street drug Speed?
Amphetamines.
What's one that I could work a pun into?
You could see, it packs an amphetamine punch, this film, something like that.
Thank you. Now, Speed. Guess what?
What?
It packs an amphetamine punch.
Oh, that's good. So
Speed.
you liked it?
Loved it. It had people like Keanu Reeves.
He reaves nothing to the imagination.
You should be doing my job. Stu.
You set him up, I'll knock him down.
He reaves nothing to the imagination. It also had who's that the baddie in it?
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis
And I'll be
Hopper.
hopping mad if he's not
I
in
was
the next one.
mad as a box of frogs. I
Yeah.
think I've used that one before.
Oh, you've done it all. Seen it all, done it all.
Listen,
Bullock?
Sandra
Come on,
Bullock.
that's a tap in.
This film was not Bullock's.
There we go. That's
There
what
we
we
go.
wanted.
That's it.
And what would you rate it?
Oh, that's my review done.
Well,
Is
you
it?
could carry on if you want. It seemed like you were desperate for an out since you opened your mouth. I thought I was doing you a favour.
Let me just do one last thing. Speed is about a bus, and it's like you're watching it, and it's just like buses. You watch one speed, and then another 3 come along.
Fantastic.
'Cause there's 3 speeds.
That's good. But that would obviously add up to 4.
Another 2 come along. There's 3
Lovely.
speeds.
And
I'm shifting gears into.
don't look at me like I've tried to help you so many times. I have helped you.
I'm done. I'm done. Stu.
Yeah, actually done.
I'm
What
done.
would you rate it?
I would like to give Roger would like to rate this a certified speedy scrambled eggs 89 out of 1,000,000,000.
1 billion.
Yeah.
That's a poor rating, that.
89 billion out of
100
90
billion.
billion.
Okay, that's great. Great rating. Wow. Thanks, Rog.
Thank you.
God, there he goes.
There we go.
I forgot what he was like. I've not seen him for a while.
Too much.
I think being a star on stage and screen's gone to his head.
Yep. He's unhinged.
He's not hinged.
He's
I'll say that for the boy.
he's not. You know.
Should we get my critic in?
Yeah. Who have you got there?
Critic reviews.
Oh, hello, son.
Oh,
Got me face wrong side, Mike.
Paddy, how's it going?
Oh, I'm all right, son. I'm all right. I'm a bit bunged up, to be honest.
You sound a bit,
I'm a bit
nasally.
Yeah, come on, but
What's wrong? Got cold?
I got cold and I got mould in the room.
Oh,
I'm living in squalor. Careers on its ass. Black mould. You heard that phrase?
I have some of that as well in my house.
It's
How'd you get rid of it?
well, I'm gonna move, but I'm getting my affairs in order at the minute. I'm trying to get some TV ideas off ground.
Right, what you got
Get the
then?
money. Well, inspired by this week's film. You know, I like me dating.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't- you know, take me out. I could go on.
Sure.
And I've come up with many pictures through years, you know, ex-Machina on beach, that kind of thing.
Yep.
This week, inspired by a film, I'm thinking, well, speed dating, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Speed dating.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, what, you ready to invest?
Yeah, can I ask
I'm going
a
to get out
couple
this flat, brother. My stuff's packed up.
couple of questions? What's the rounds involved?
Details. So
You're
speed
not
dating.
you're not a details man, are you?
Paddy drives the bus,
Okay.
and it's a bus full of hot singles.
Oh, yep.
20 to 30 women that are hot to trot. They're on bus.
If there's any 50-year-olds, it explodes.
Yeah. Everyone, they're aged from 30 to 50. So it's like 30, 31-year-old, 32. You see how I'm going.
Yep.
But then if there's a 50-year-old, bus fucking explodes.
Everyone dead.
No reason. It's a bit of fun. And that's not explained either to production company. No, I'm kidding on. You know, bus full of hopeful singles.
Yep.
I'm driving around, conductor's hat on. And another hopeful singles of the opposite gender, men.
Right.
They're around the town. They're at bus stops. I drive the what we call Paddy's Love Bus.
Of course, that's a good
And we
name.
stop off, and out window, you know, I've got the little mic. You know, it's like a tour.
Sure.
And I'm going, who fancies this? Is Darren, 33 from Hull. Who fancies him? And then, you know, the girls have a bidding war.
Do you do like they press the stop button?
That's fantastic. They press the stop button. I'll cut you in. They ding button. I get them off. They have to have a date within, like, you know, a kilometre of where that bus stop is.
Yep.
Crew go off, they film that. I keep driving around town. All around town, different dates going on. We check in with them. And then at the end, I reverse the route. I go back around town. And if the date's gone well, they go on bus together. If not, he gets her a cab home.
Get your own way home.
Speed dating.
That's
not
great.
bad, right?
That's beautiful. Actually, I would watch that.
That's off dome as well. I've got other ideas, you know. If there's any actual
impressive.
production companies watching, that's off dome.
That is great. I would watch that, Paddy.
Well, I'm glad someone's got to.
And I hope you have a good time moving house,
Thank you.
etc.
So you take the pitch.
I'm buying it.
Great,
Yeah.
all in, fantastic.
2 million. There you go.
As for the film, I enjoyed it with fine daft laugh.
Yeah.
I'll give it 70 buses out of 100 buses. You know, it's like an Evil Knievel situation. I'll jump over 70 buses.
You could jump 70, could you?
With the right car. You know, I love me cars. We'll get into that another week.
Top Gear.
Top Gear, of course. I could
course.
go on. Is that all?
That's all, Paddy. Thank you very
Alright,
much.
see you
Cheers,
later.
bro.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
There he goes. Fucking hell. He's a
Good
fucking
boy.
ideas machine, that guy.
That's a great idea.
I'm
Off the
surprised that doesn't
dome.
exist.
Off the
I
dome.
might steal that.
I might steal it as well.
That feels like we could get BBC Scotland to invest in that.
Easy.
That's ready.
Easy. I've got contacts.
I've got contacts. Together.
Let's phone
Throw
them
Paddy's
all up.
name in, obviously we don't need to actually tell him.
It's handier if you've got a big name like Paddy. It'll get through the
Get it
door.
over the line. Yeah,
Get
we're
it
not
through
gonna,
the door.
we're not going to be allowed to host that.
No.
We'll be at the bus stop.
Well,
Back on the bus.
none of us can be on it either because we're taking.
That's true. Another great film, which I've not seen.
You've not seen Take?
Not seen Take.
I've seen it.
Well, we can't do it on here then. Is it good? What would you give it? You know what's weird actually, and forgive me if we fucking mentioned this in part one, but Speed, obviously, I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be about. Hadn't thought about it in my whole life, and then I think we sat down and did this in the summer, and then immediately after, when I went home, there was a trailer for a new film where Liam Neeson is driving a car, and the car can't stop. So it's just
Alright.
Speed.
I've stole the premise. It's not
Yeah,
a
and it came
remake.
out like this year. I've not heard anyone mention it. It must be shite, but
Must be shite.
anyway.
What
Shall
would-
we rate the
Yeah,
film,
what would you
Steve?
like to rate it, Stuff?
Well, I can't say it enough. I sort of slept through this 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even longer. I can't remember now. A long time ago. I thought it was a daft laugh. As you say, it's not in that upper echelon of daft laughs for me,
No.
Clive. I would give it 72% on Rotten Tomatoes,
a fair
7.3
score.
I am Steve B.
It's a fair score.
You?
For me, I'm going to give it 68% on I Am Steve B. On Rotten Tomatoes, sorry.
Yes.
And I'm going to give it 70% on 7.0.
There's been no flubs in this episode. It's just been absolute plain sailing.
7.0 on I Am Steve B.
Well, I'm pleased that we enjoyed it a similar amount. We often do.
We often
We're similar boys.
We like the same films.
Sue us, it's fine. Join us next week.
Where we will be watching,
Barbie,
of course.
I'm assuming.
Of course.
Must be Barbie.
Has to be.
I've seen that.
So that,
All right.
no spoilers.
No spoilers. It's everyone's talking about it at the minute. Barbenheimer, you know, what's that all
Bit of
about?
hype about that at the minute.
That's going to be a big Christmas conversation around the tables, I would imagine, of the nation.
Watch out for that.
All right. Thank you for listening. I'm very sorry. Love you all. Have a great week.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wowie, Steve.
Fucking hell.
What an episode.
Was it?
I think so.
I think it was fun.
I think so. I think if you're looking for, like, you know, shiny floor professionalism,
You're not going to
you're
get
probably in the wrong place.
Go to Shag Married Annoyed for that.
Shag. I've never listened to that, have you?
Nah.
But fair play to them. They're
Hey,
very popular.
I'm not here to start beef with Shag Married
I
Annoyed.
mean, they're doing like the fucking Hydro or some shit. And that's so crazy.
Imagine doing this at the Hydro. Imagine doing this at the Hydro.
I've not watched the film properly. 12,000 people there.
Couldn't be arsed to write the review.
Big, huge, like, TV projection of, like, me just holding up Paddy's mask. Just riffing some absolute horse shit.
Not even fix the string on Paddy's mask. Just holding it up. Fucking hell.
I mean, listen, you know, some shows are better thought out than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are, you know, cutting corners left, right, centre. But that would be a fucking disgrace.
I would kill myself if we done that. If we went to the Hydro and we didn't prepare.
Imagine. Fucking hell.
That would
We've
be-
all seen badly put together, hastily thought of
that would
live
be
shows.
Such
But
a laugh if we done that.
do you want to just book it and see what happens?
Yeah.
How much do you think it costs to book it out?
10 grand.
We could stump that.
That's a
Do a
funny,
Kickstarter.
funny prank, innit? Spend 10
We're only
grand.
really pranking ourselves
Yeah.
to play to sort of 60 people. And we can curtain it.
Imagine we cut the Hydro. 60
Cabaret
people.
seat and little candles.
See if I was a
Curtain it at
millionaire,
60.
I would do that. If I was a
Just
millionaire.
the echo of Roger doing a pun that dies in his house.
Oh man.
Anyway, what an episode, man. That's the kind of shit I'm into.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I don't care if it's Phil in the Hydro, man.
And if you're into that, you can let us know on Instagram.
Sure. And you can join the Some Laugh Patreon. Are we actually going to start plugging that?
Yeah.
Imagine like 40 people just straight away, bang. Mark's like, what's happened? I'm like, well,
Well, you've got your old
Wake
pals to thank.
yeah. You're not going to cut that, by the way.
Just to let you know, none of the What's the Script stuff is on Some Laugh Patreon.
You won't get any more of this.
You won't get any more of this.
You'll get less of this, which in many ways is a positive for some people.
You'll get more professionalism,
Certainly.
probably.
Because Mark doesn't put up with this shit.
No, exactly.
But we're the kids. Hey?
Daddy's gone.
Daddy's gone and he ain't never coming back to What's the Script.
Nah.
Stevie, what film are we watching next week?
Next week, we're watching lovely little thing that's in today's zeitgeist. It's called Barbie.
Barbie. That's just out, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the cinema.
Yeah. This year,
So,
certainly. Or last year.
Yeah, within the last year.
Within the last 12 months.
Fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to our local Cineplex and watch that this week. And we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, guys.
We love you all.
Love you
Goodbye.
so much.
Have a nice week.
Until the next time, goodbye.